Hello everyone, welcome to week 8, of the C1 course. Remember, we have class every Friday at 11 o'clock and at 7 o'clock. Today we are going to look at complex grammar, difficult grammar. What you need to think is, why do we use complex grammar? Well, we use complex grammar to express complex ideas. It's obvious. You need to think, what is complex grammar? What counts as complex grammar? Well, mixed tenses are complex grammar. For example, I used to go to school in the UK. However, now I am studying in Spain. I usually go to the beach on holiday, whereas next year I am going to visit Tokyo in Japan. You mix the tenses. Next, conditionals. You can use the first conditional, second conditional, third conditional, or you can also use mixed conditionals. For example, if I had a mobile phone, I would have called you yesterday. If I were you, I would study this grammar in the grammar book. Next, wish. Wish to show a desire of some kind. I wish I could speak more foreign languages. I wish I had more free time. I wish I could have studied in the USA. We can also use relative clauses. There is a man who is listening to music. This is a great course in which you can learn a lot of grammar. We can use the passive voice when the subject is unknown or the subject is obvious. For example, this photo was taken by a photographer. My car was stolen last week. Okay? This course has been written by a native teacher. We can also use inversions and cleft sentences. This is known as fronting. Fronting is when you put emphasis on a point of view. Así que si quieres enfatizar un punto de vista o una opinión, utilizamos esas estructuras. Inversions. We normally use a negative adverb. For example, under no circumstances can you forget to study this grammar structure. Not only should you learn lots of vocabulary, but you should also practice during the exam. We can use cleft sentences to put emphasis on a point of view. What I'm trying to say is, learning English is important. What I want to express is, speaking English every day is an essential skill. So, we can use this complex grammar. La clave es utilizar algo de gramática compleja en cada respuesta del examen. No digo que todo lo que dices tiene que ser compleja, pero tienes que utilizarlo a menudo. Puedes tener algún fallo, pero tienes que tenerlo bastante bien. Now, what should you be doing? Pues lo primero es mirar nuestra guía de gramática, okay? We have a grammar guide with exercises and answers you need to review. Si surgen las clases estructuras gramaticales que ni siquiera sabes lo que es, por ejemplo, cleft sentences, pues lo repasas y haces los ejercicios. Y después lo aplicamos a nuestro speaking. La clave es hablar utilizándolo. So, here we have some questions about hobbies. I'm going to give you the question. I will go like this. Put the video in pause, and I want you to give an answer. You must emphasize your point of view. So, not only da-da-da, but also da-da-da. Never before have I done, or what I want to say is, what I like most is, what I reckon is. For example, number 1, what's the best way to take advantage of your free time? Well, what I think the best way to take advantage of your free time is doing sport and exercise, as it is really healthy. Not only should you do sport and exercise, but I think you should eat a healthy diet. If you eat a healthy diet, you will have more energy. Así que es una respuesta de unos 20 y 30 segundos con algo de gramática compleja. Lo que debes hacer es practicar. Lo que debemos hacer para practicar es redactar la respuesta, luego leer, decirlo en voz alta. Podemos decirlo, grabamos la voz, luego escucharlo, pero tenemos que ir practicando. Así que repasamos las preguntas, algo así, pones el vídeo en pausa y lo dices. So, what's the best way to take advantage of your free time? Very good. Do you reckon it is better to spend time with your friends or on your own? Very good. Would you rather be active or inactive in your spare time? Very good. Are people friendly where you live? Very good. Is it easy to make friends where you live? Very good. Would you say, what would you say is the best way to make new friends? Very good. Do you hold the view that it is crucial to have a hobby? Very good. How come? Why? How come people with a hobby tend to be happier? Very good. So, you give your answers and you try to use some complex grammar. De ningún modo estoy diciendo que hay que meter 20 estructuras. Si metes una o dos en cada respuesta, pues vamos bien para la banda. Let's see. Let's review inversions. As I've said, we use inversions to add emphasis to a point of view. Parece una pregunta, pero no son preguntas, ¿vale? Es una estructura algo más formal, pero simplemente es para enfatizar. La utilizamos, ¿vale? So, not only is it a good idea, but I also think you should practice. Rarely do we forget to do our homework. Never before have I thought about this. At no time should we stop learning English. Under no circumstances should we miss class. Así que utilizamos el adverbio negativo, el auxiliar y después el sujeto. Parece una pregunta, pero no es una pregunta, es para enfatizar. We also have cleft sentences. For example, what I would like to say is, y das tu punto de vista, ¿vale? So what I would like to say is, doing sport is very good for your health. Lo que debemos hacer es repasarlo. Lo que hay que hacer es, cuando expresamos nuestra opinión, utilizar estas cosas. No siempre. También puedes decir, I think, I reckon, I would say, I hold the view, I am under the impression, I have no doubt, it goes without saying, pero sí que es una estructura que se utiliza. Now, we will use this in the 1-minute monologue. Hay que recordar que en la parte 2 del Cambridge, lo que hay que hacer es hablar durante 1 minuto sobre 2 imágenes. Tienes 3, eliges 2 de las 3 y hay que contestar las 2 preguntas. Es 1 minuto, hay que ir al grano, ¿vale? Es que no hay mucho tiempo para andar por las ramas. So, you need to go to the point and there is not a lot of time to beat around the bush. You need to speak for 1 minute about the topic, compare 2 photos and give your opinion. Así que hay que consultar la pregunta. Hay que comparar 2 imágenes con 3 diferencias, tenemos suficientes contenidos, y después das tu opinión utilizando énfasis, si puedes. Una buena forma de practicar eso es tener un esquema. Puedes redactarlo y luego decirlo en voz alta para comprobar si tienes suficiente gramática. También te puedes grabar la voz, a ver si lo dices bien. Now, what we need to do is practice. How can we give a 1-minute monologue? You can use this template as basically a guide to help you to answer. So we are going to ask, why is it important to socialize and spend time with others? How could the people be feeling? Así que consulto la pregunta, elijo 2 imágenes, comparo las 2 imágenes con la esquema y después doy mi opinión. So, I can see some photos of people socializing and hanging out. The first photo was taken outside, but the second photo was taken inside. These photos are very different because they were taken in different places. in the first photo, there are some people who are spending time together, and I think they might be hiking in the mountains. While in the second photo, there is a woman who is alone. She might be stressed. Perhaps she is having a hard time because she looks very sad. In the photo, they are all probably feeling very different. In the first photo, I reckon that they are feeling very excited, very happy. Whereas in the second photo, I think she's feeling quite down. Maybe she's feeling under the weather. Not only should people spend time with other people to feel happy, but I also think that people need to feel happy alone in order to be happy. What I'm trying to say is spending time together or spending time alone is important, but the important thing is you need to find a balance. And that's it. It's about 1 minute. Lo que puedes hacer para un cronómetro, a ver si lo estás haciendo. Estás viendo que tienes mucho tiempo, muchas cosas que hacer y tienes poco tiempo. Por eso hay que ir al grano, ¿vale? Ahora os toca a vosotros, os explico, me toca el oído, lo ponéis en pausa y lo practicáis. So, you are going to speak alone for about a minute. I'm going to give you a question about people socializing and 3 images. I would like you to compare 2 of the images and to answer the questions. All right? Very good. Así que hablas durante más o menos 1 minuto. Con el esquema es muy fácil. Simplemente hay que ensayar. ¿Vale? Así que os toca otra vez. Vamos a practicar. So, in this photo, you're going to talk about people learning foreign languages. Están aprendiendo de distintas formas. Lo que hay que hacer es pensar en contenidos. Hay que pensar en las diferencias. La primera imagen que están haciendo, pues están hablando en grupo. Hay 3 personas, están haciéndolo juntos. Igual es un intercambio de idiomas, a language exchange. Puede que sea una clase informal, ¿vale? Puede que sean 3 amigos hablando juntos y ya está. El segundo, hay una persona solo que está preparando un viaje. Estamos hablando de estudiar fuera, studying abroad. Y el tercero, hay 3 niños estudiando con libros. Así que estamos hablando de aprender desde pequeño o con libros. La clave es utilizar el esquema, comparar 2 de las imágenes y hablamos de ella. ¿Ok? Now, os toca. You're going to speak for 1 minute about this. I would like you, please, to talk about learning foreign languages. So, I would like you to speak alone for 1 minute. Let's go. Very good. If I had to do this, I would do it like this. So, I can see some photos of people learning foreign languages in different ways. The first photo was taken inside, and there is a woman who is packing her suitcase. She might be going to travel and learn a foreign language abroad. Whereas the second photo shows a group of children who are learning English from a book. Perhaps they are doing their homework for school. In the first photo, there is a woman who is preparing to study in a different country. Maybe this is a good idea because she is probably going to learn a lot of a language when she is abroad. However, the second photo shows some children who might be learning something official for school, or they could be doing a project. I reckon that they are feeling very different. I imagine the woman is feeling very excited about her trip, while the children are probably feeling a little bit stressed because they have homework. However, they do seem quite happy. So not only is it a good idea to study abroad, especially when you are an adult, but it is also a good idea to study while you are a child because it is probably easier to learn when you are young. What I'm trying to say is You can learn languages in different ways, but I think everybody needs to find the right time to learn and also to make an effort in order to do it. Okay, so that's how that would work. That's the monologue. Como he dicho antes, lo que puedes hacer es redactar tu respuesta, decirlo en voz alta y ya lo sabes que lo estás diciendo. También puedes decirlo, grabarte la voz, a ver si lo estás haciendo. La clave es tener un esquema. So, what have we learned? We've learned how we can use complex grammar. Hemos visto cuándo utilizamos la gramática compleja y para qué. Pues lo utilizamos sencillamente para expresar ideas complejas. Hay que utilizarlo a lo largo del examen del Advanced. What can you tell us about your leisure time? We have seen some questions about leisure time. Hemos visto preguntas típicas del examen, del parte 1 y la parte 2. Hay que ir practicando. And how can you sound more fluent? Well, si quieres hablar con más fluidez, hay que practicar. The phrase is, practice makes perfect. You learn by practicing and doing it. So, if you want to practice, don't forget to join our Instagram and YouTube channel. Aquí podéis hacerlo con el código QR y podéis hacerlo. También hemos empezado un grupo de Facebook que podéis encontrar, ¿vale? En el enlace de nuestro curso. Si no, me enviáis un WhatsApp y os explico. Here are my contact details. Si tenéis cualquier duda que debéis empezar, envíame un WhatsApp, envíame un correo y podemos solucionarlo. So, if that is it, thank you very much. I will see you in the next class.